Hi, Steve Schappert, host of Optimum Leadership Television. We got a great show for you tonight because we have a guy sitting here that is known as the top sleight of hand magician in the state of Connecticut. He didn't say it, I did, so it's all good. So tonight, we're going to follow this philosophy. I taught a class at Yale Peabody. It was a master's class in elementary education, and the concept was entertainment is education. So we're going to try to teach you about leadership by entertaining you with Chris. Chris.
I think that's a great idea.
I think it's a great idea too. Show me something.
Okay.
Amaze me.
Amaze you. Okay, so Steve, always have a deck of cards on me. I'm going to look away because I don't want to see the monitor. Take 2 cards out. And I'm kind of going to tie my pattern a little bit with what you...
Do I get to
Yeah, you could show them.
show everybody?
So, and keep in mind, I'm making all of this up on the top of my head, but I want to be able to take what you teach and what you do, leadership, skill, I would say real estate, because you need leadership and skill in order to be a real estate agent.
I'm going to make it really easy for you. How's
Okay.
that?
Okay.
The easiest way I can show your leadership skills is by showing your skills, because to be a leader, you got to know what you're doing.
That's very true.
So my challenge is take the next 30 minutes and simply amaze us, and we'll chat along the way.
I got you. Okay. So, Steve, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this, and I want you to put 1 card back for me. But remember what those cards are. Show the cameras what they are, just so everybody at home could see what what we're looking at and what we're dealing with. The first card is going to represent leadership. Okay, I want you to put the leadership card right there, and it doesn't matter which one it is. Just remember, this right here is the leadership card. Okay, so that gets lost into the mix. We could shuffle the deck like this and make sure that it's completely in there. The second one is going to be the skill card, which you're going to put right there. Okay, now when you combine the both of them, it makes for some very intriguing performances, especially considering in order to be a magician and a stage magician, somebody who performs in front of people, you have to be able to lead a crowd. You have to be able to convince people that, hey, guess what? I am what I say I am. I'm going to show you what I do. And they believe you. The skill, though, on the other hand, is a little bit more tricky, no pun intended, because you need skill in order to lead people with what you want them to think you're leading with or trying to sell.
Absolutely.
And you could lose one of them, or you could be good at one of them, you could not have one of them, you could, lack in one and be great at another, but in my opinion, they always tie end and end, because all I have to do is this. Watch the deck. Ready? See how 2 cards come out?
Yeah.
Isn't it incredible?
Almost.
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 Okay, now let me ask you this. The 2 of hearts was your card, right?
Correct.
The 9 of hearts was not your card.
Correct.
What was the other card that you selected?
7 of diamonds.
Okay. Could you hold on to this 9 of hearts for me? The 7 of diamonds. Now you see that's very strange, because
You're going to tell me it's behind my
no,
ear?
No, it's not behind your ear.
Is it here?
No, but if you were to take the 9 just like this, and you were to go 1, 2, 3, see how it turns right to the 7 of diamonds? And eventually, you find one, a skill, and you can get the other one out of it. So, we'll take this card, we'll put it back into the deck, and you can see it goes right there. It's right there into the center. You push the card all the way in just like this, and go like that. You show that there's no breaks. Now, I'm going to show you. This is going to happen very fast, okay? This is what skill looks like. 7 of diamonds.
Wow. Okay, I am mesmerized.
Yep.
So let's diverge shortly. I hear you got a bunch of shows coming up. Tell us about this IPA tour.
The IPA tour, which actually I've just announced today, I'm extending it. So it became such a high demand that I'm like, okay, I can't just stop at Memorial Day weekend, so we're going all the way to Labor Day. Wow. Possibly longer. I don't know. It depends on how many people get back to me. But it's basically an adult magic show, 21 and older, and they're going to be shows that involve parlor magic, stories that I tell from my career, stunts that I do that I would not recommend people try at home.
Stunts?
Oh, yes,
what
stunts.
Kind of stunts? What do you doing?
For example, I do a trick with a fish hook. I'm not going to tell you what I do, but I do a trick with a fish hook. I do a trick with a nail. I do tricks with ropes. I escape a straitjacket at during the show. I tell stories about my past and my childhood and growing up and how I got into magic. I tell stories about my experiences on the road performing. I tell about how I put a nail through my hand. I tell about my many ventures with road rage. I have to be careful with that. Road rage. One word. And we combine it into just this experience that took me a very long time to not master, but to get down. I think after a very long time of experimenting with different types of shows and personas and tricks and venues, I finally found a niche. So I took advantage of it. I emailed all of the breweries in New England and Long Island. They got back to me. We put together a show. Now, it was supposed to end Memorial Day weekend because I thought I was going to be getting a contract with another place here in Connecticut, and unfortunately, it didn't happen. So I was like, what am I going to do with my summer? I have to figure something out. And then I realized I still have a whole bunch of places that got back to me that I didn't have room for. So we're going to continue the tour. I've called another 150 places, so hopefully...
I think there's like 145 breweries.
Just in Connecticut.
In Connecticut
Just in
with
Connecticut,
169 towns. So I think everyone has one.
Yeah, just about. And Sonia doesn't. But, yeah, there's a lot. And because the market for what I do is so, I'm not going to say generalized, but it's very specific. That's the market. And the type of venue where my market stays and presides is not even a word, okay? But that's where the people and the age group and the type of crowd that I want to be in front of is. So I took advantage of it. On top of a couple of other private things.
Fantastic, but I'm going to jump in and cut you short.
Okay.
Because that's what I do.
Okay.
Why? Because entertainment is education.
Yes, it is.
It's entertainment time.
Entertainment time,
Show
okay.
us what you got.
Okay. Steve, I want you to think of a number for me between 10 and 40.
Okay.
Okay. And yeah, we got the wide camera on here, so that'll work. I want you to hold out your hand, okay? And I want you to just say stop whenever you would like.
Stop.
Right there, okay. So because your hand is out, we're going to take a look at this card right here. Everybody see this card? That's your card. I'm going to put the card into the deck. I'd say about halfway in there. We're going to give it a nice little shuffle, okay? And you can see that it's actually shuffled into the pack. What was the number that you thought of?
39.
39. That's a great number. Is there any particular reason why you said 39? Is it just like a number that you like?
Have no idea.
Okay.
Just popped into my head.
I have a 2 of hearts in here that's upside down. I think I just saw it. Oh, well. But I want you to think of the card that you looked at, that I showed the camera, and I want you to think of the color of the card. Okay. Perfect. It is a red card. Think of the suit. I'm kind of torn between a diamond and a heart. I'm leaning more towards the hearts. So it was a red heart. Okay. Now, the number is what's kind of getting to me, but it's interesting that you say 39 Because if you subtract 3 from 9, you get 6. Was it a 6 of hearts?
Yes, it was.
You want to know the interesting thing is watch this. Hold out your hand nice and flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. 39 cards down, and yes, I tried doing all of that on one breath, but it's very interesting that you selected the 6 of hearts because it just happens to be the one at the 39th position right there.
How do you do it? I don't know.
Very well, I think.
So, top sleight of hand magician in Connecticut. Is that what we said?
I get called that. I don't say that I'm the top. I mean,
it's all right. I can
know
say
people
it for you.
who are good. I know people who are very good, and then I know people who don't have as much heart as I do. So, I mean, skill is one thing. You could be the greatest card magician on the planet, but if nobody knows who you are, you're the greatest card magician on the planet to yourself.
Right.
I find it very important, and I try as much as I can to get out there and try to get my name out. That's why I'm doing this show. It's why I do other television shows. It's why I'm doing this tour. It's why I book so many gigs at restaurants and bars and breweries and social events and festivals and stuff. I hand out 100,000 business cards a year. I'm very, very active when it comes to trying to get my name out there. So that way, yeah, maybe one day you mention my name and then people are going to be like, dude, top close-up magician in the state of Connecticut, top close-up magician in New England. And granted,
I've said it on YouTube.
Yeah, I know you have. And
we're branding it.
Like I said, we are not just quoting you. I've heard that from a lot of people. I've heard people have commented on my website, you're better than Chris Lengyel, you're better than David Blaine, you're better than David Copperfield. And I'm like, I'm not.
All right, stop bragging.
Yeah, I know.
More magic, dude. More magic.
Wow.
There's people out here. Look, they're waiting for us.
I know they
like,
are. I know
what's
they
going
are.
on? Why are you talking so much?
Now, if Steve had let me finish the sentence, I would have said, I do not think any of that is true. I just like what I do. And I know people who are on TV right now. So, Steve, I want you... we're not even going to do a trick with cards. I think... we'll do a trick with a marker. Watch this. Ready? You get a close-up. Nice. 1, 2, 3. Like that. See, in and out of the nose. That's first grade. So, I would say high school level is like this. If you take the marker, you just go like this and it vanishes. And you can pull it right out of the air like that. And then you could show like the marker is there and there and there. And you go like that. And all of a sudden it vanishes. You bring it back. That's all, that's all regular preschool, elementary, sort of middle school. This is college level right here. I'm not even going to need that. Hold out your hands for me. Just about right there, okay? Now, Steve, you're right-handed, right?
Correct.
Okay, put your right hand down. That's your painting hand. I don't want to ruin that. Take your left hand, close it into a fist for me. So I've got a marker right here, and I want to see if I can get nice and close right here, if everybody could see. I'm going to draw an X right here on my hand. I just want to make sure that everybody will be able to see the X on my hand. I don't know if everybody can see it. I don't know if our close-up camera is working, but watch this. Ready? We take the X, and all I got to do is this. Ready? You push it into the skin, and you can actually peel the X off of the hand like this and sprinkle it right there onto the other hand. Take a look. Open up your hand. And then show exactly. Yeah, show the camera. Yep. If you get really close, that is an X right there. You can see right on the center, on the palm of the hand. And that is a couple of other things that you'll be able to see.
Do that? There's even a circle. I mean, you can see like the imprint.
It's almost as if it was like while your hand was closed, it's like something tried to like press through and leave it there. And I find stuff like that interesting, because the reactions are great.
Yeah. I'll have to wash my hands at some point, but
it's okay. A tattoo. It doesn't come off.
Oh, okay. Fantastic.
But like, you do stuff like that. I specialize in cards, which is why I do a lot of card magic. Here, take another one out. I want to see if I could get this If we could get this just right. Show the camera what it is. Okay. And I'm actually going to have you write your name on the Sharpie. Or no, not on the Sharpie, with the Sharpie. Write your name on the card, on the face of the card. Show the camera that your name is in fact on the card. And I always tell people you can draw anything you want. You can write your name, you can write your friend's name, you can draw a picture, you can just make a little mark that would distinguish.
We got a dry.
Oh, we got a dry marker?
We got a dry marker.
Oh, no. How dry is it?
Very dry.
Very dry. Oh, boy. All right, well, here, you know what? Is there a little bit of a mark on that at all? Maybe the studio can throw me a Sharpie marker really quick. I don't know if there's one back there. We're going to see Steve's trying to write his name on a card right now, and we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. He just licked it. I think our producer is getting us a marker that you could write on, or you could write with.
Yeah, we're
wow. Okay, so that marker's completely done. Well, either way, just show the camera what the card is, and then if anything, we can mark it.
You know,
later.
I can see an STE. It's very faint. That might just
yeah, that works. As long as you know that is in fact the card.
This is definitely my card.
Yep.
Okay.
And
you
I
can
think,
see it. I can see my initials down in here.
Cool. So wherever you want, Steve, say stop.
Stop.
Card's gonna go there, face down. Okay. And just make sure that you can actually see what your STE is, where it is on this card. All right, I'm going to take the cards.
Sure no one's able to replicate that signature.
Okay, well, because I can't, because I don't know where you wrote it. I don't know on what part of the card you wrote it. But the interesting thing is I can actually get a card from behind my back. If I were to just go like this, I could say, okay, so the card was maybe it was a black card, maybe it was a red card. I think it was a black card. Might have been, yep, right here. Yes, no, it wasn't the ace. No, obviously it wasn't the ace, or else you would be able to see the marking on it. But if I were to just blow on it, go, it's not the 9. Hold on. Not the 8. Hold on. Hold on. Nope. Nope. I hate this trick. Sometimes it doesn't taste good. Bicycle promised me chocolate-flavored cards, and all I get are these jacks. With a very faint STE.
That is my card.
Right there, the Jack of Clubs. We'll throw this away. I'll pick that up later.
I love the way you sucked us into your failure and just made it that more amazing.
Well, yeah, because if you think about it, it's just like life, you know. Sometimes you have to trick people into thinking that you're not doing good, and then you hit them with the success. I've had to do that before. It's weird. So, yeah.
So, I hear you're going to be doing stuff at Black Rock Tavern.
Yes.
Can we talk about events, Doug?
Yes.
Okay.
No prices and stuff.
Okay. So we have permission. We can talk about events.
About it.
I hear you're going to be doing something at Black Rock Tavern. What day was it?
So that right now, I believe, is February 24th. Actually, I have it in my calendar right now. February 24th, I believe, is the day of the show. And if I am not mistaken, yes, February 24th. I just looked it up. That is another one, kind of like the tour that I'm doing. It's going to be 21 and older. But if I'm not mistaken, you might be getting some drinks with your ticket purchase, which is great. I think I think that's an added benefit, and they get to see your art there.
Indeed. So there's an art gallery. There's great food. There's great drinks, and there's going to be magic.
Yep. So we're going to be
February 24th.
We're going to be doing it in the third dining room. So if you walk into Black Rock and you go to the left, there's a big dining room, and with great art displayed, and
Right.
you can go and see the show. Tickets will be on my website, which is www.chrislengyelmagic.com.
Also known as the banquet room.
Yes, the banquet room.
All
so,
us locals will know it as the banquet room.
Ah, okay. See, I'm not a local, so I didn't know that that's what it's called. But ironically, I've known the owner of the place for 20 years. He turns
Yeah,
out,
I noticed.
yeah, he's a very, very good friend of my late uncle, and it kind of threw me off guard. I was like, wait a minute, something sounds familiar here. And then he brought up, when I gave him my card, he brought up my family, and I'm like, oh, that's who you are. That's awesome. So I think it's really cool with the fact of, like, you know, it is a local place that, from what I understand, has a great reputation. Their food there is fantastic. I've eaten there before.
Absolutely.
And it's got a great atmosphere. I obviously know that the owner's a good guy. The staff is great. And I feel like it's going to be a great time to bring people from the town together, or maybe even from outside of the town, for two things. One, I could do a show for people, but two, I may introduce them to some place that they've possibly never been to before. And
That is the key.
exactly, I feel like that is a great... There's a hair flying around. I feel like that is a great way to introduce an establishment, or you can introduce, you know, people to other people. Gatherings, bring people together. It's really, it's a great time.
Okay. So I'm wondering, hey, Doug, how much time we got? 8 minutes. And are you available for the next 2 minutes?
I guess.
So let's bring in Doug.
Okay, everybody, this is Doug.
I want a magic trick for Doug and I.
Okay, so a magic trick.
Something that you're going to do to amaze the two of us.
That works. Okay, so
Just know that I'm here.
no, it's fine, it's fine.
I'll stand
So-
up. I'm here, but I am here.
So I know that Doug is here. So Doug, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you select a card, and I'm gonna have Steve select a card. And the interesting thing about this is that I've got a prediction set up, one for yours and one for yours, and they've been in front of us the whole time, and you haven't even seen them. So, Doug, say stop whenever you would like.
Stop.
Right there. We're gonna. Already, I saw the two. Take that one. Take this one. This is gonna be your card. Okay.
Okay.
Does everybody see Doug's card right there? And then Steve, at the same thing. Just say stop whenever you'd like.
Stop.
Okay. And I don't want to see the king. Take a look at this card over here. So Doug's got a card, and Steve's got a card. Now, it's not a matter of putting the card back into the deck and shuffling them and making sure that they're all lost. It's a matter of I knew what card you were going to choose, and I knew what card you were going to choose. You see, Doug, your card was very easy because I've had this box right here the whole time, this bicycle box. And what people don't realize is that the way that Bicycle makes their card boxes is they have the picture of the bicycle, standard playing cards, trusted since 1885. Playing cards are actually older than Coca-Cola. But on the back here, you can see that they've got the bicycle demonstrative, not really demonstrative, but it kind of describes, like, you know, the process that goes into cards and what quality you get and everything. And it shows the back. But under my fingers here, it also shows the front of a card. And Doug, what card is that right there that is on the Ten of Hearts? Now, Doug, is that your card?
It is.
Okay, so that's part one. Steve.
It's a good part.
Yeah, I know. So, Steve, yours is a little bit different because it's not printed on here. It's not in here. But, again, it's been in full view the whole time because my phone has also been here. And as you can see with my phone, if I were to just do this, do we all see the Nine of Hearts that's right there on the phone screen? The Nine of Hearts, and I'll show it to this one too.
Nine of Hearts.
Absolutely.
There we go.
Absolutely astounded.
Nice work.
Thank you.
Nice work.
Thank you.
Thank you, Doug.
Thank you, Doug. I take it that might be a rare on-screen appearance for Doug. I take it he doesn't usually show up in front of the camera. So yeah, you'll be able to see stuff like this at my show. You'll be able to become a part of the show. There's prediction magic. There's mentalism, which is like mind-reading type stuff. There's a little bit of action. Like I said, there's
All right.
stunts.
So we got 5 minutes.
Okay.
Read my mind.
Okay,
Set me up. Dude,
I mean, setting you
intrigue us.
Setting you up is one thing. Mind reading is weird because, like, I can say that you're thinking of burritos right now.
No.
Now you are.
Yeah.
No, what I want you to do is I want you to think of a number between 1 and 10.
Okay.
Okay, now I want you, are you good at math?
So.
Okay, I want you to take that number and I want you to multiply it by 9.
Okay.
Okay, so you have a new number.
Yep.
Now, if it's a 2-digit number, I want you to take the 2 digits and I want you to add them together. So, for example, if you got 25, you would add 2 and 5 together. It would make, a new number. So whatever number that is, I want you to think of that new number. Okay? And now I want you to subtract, let's say, subtract 5 from the new number. So you have a newer number. Okay, so this is and this could be any number because I've told you to think of a number between 1 and 10. So okay, perfect. So now with that number that you've got, I want you, and I'm going to assign you a letter that goes with a number. So for example, if you had the number 1 in your head after all of the math, if you have the number 1, I want you to pair that with the letter A. If you have the number 2, you're going to pair it with the letter B. The number 3 would be C, the number 4 would be D, the number 5 would be E, and so on and so forth, and we're going to correlate a number with a letter. Do you have a letter?
I do.
Okay, fantastic. Think of, Think of a country in Europe that begins with that letter. Now, Europe has got a lot of countries. I mean, let's face it. Okay, so you've got a country, and you're thinking of that. You're thinking of, okay, now, the second letter in this country, if you were to spell it out, so we've got a couple of letters. Think of a circus animal that has that starts with this letter.
Okay.
And then think of what color it is.
Yep.
I don't think they have gray elephants in Denmark, do they?
What?
They don't? No, they don't. I'm shocked too. I've never seen a gray elephant in Denmark. Was your number 6?
No.
No? Well, that's the only part I messed up on.
But, hey, you got the rest. And to be honest with you, I was having a hard time keeping up myself.
Were you? It's okay, because I was having a hard time remembering all of that.
Gray elephants in Denmark.
But that's a great example of mentalism. Mentalism, actually, mentalism is its own form of entertainment.
2 minutes and 45 seconds. What would you like to convey to the audience?
Come see me. Come see my show. My information is right here. That's my name, plus magic.com. See what I'm doing there? I'm playing off the screen.
Look at that.
Yeah, when you film a lot of TikTok
like magic.
videos, eventually you learn that this is your left and this is your right and this is your right and this is your left. But yes, Chris Lengyel Magic at .com. You can come to the IPA tour, get your tickets. I also am going to be at Black Rock Tavern. That is February 24th. Hopefully Steve will be there because, hey, I would like you to have some of your art there if it's not already displayed.
We could make art disappear.
We can make art disappear.
Or just go home with you.
Or maybe. Well, no, we don't want to just go home with you. We want people to buy it.
Yeah,
but,
true.
But yeah, go see the show, get the food, see the art, experience a great environment there. A bunch of other shows are coming up on my schedule. Like I said, we're extending the tour. Go to my website, www.chrislengelmagic.com. Can we do one more trick? Do I have
90
time?
seconds. Ready, set, go.
I'm going to do this to the camera, and I'm actually really glad. I want you guys at home to try to see a card. I'm going to go like that. You're going to see a card. Ready? Look. 1, 2. Try to see a card. Did you get one? Okay. Now, I know that this is not your card, but if I were to go like this, you can actually see that it does turn to the 9 of hearts, and that's what we've got.
Fantastic. 1 minute left.
Steve, why don't you
What
take
else?
the last minute? I've been
The
talking
last
a lot.
minute, I just want to thank everybody for visiting Optimum Leadership Television. Sunday nights, 7 o'clock, Channel 5, Litchfield Community Television. And I think that's a wrap.
Yeah, by the way,
thank you so much, Chris.
This entire episode was a shoot. It was awesome, and I think it worked out better than we expected. So, I like it.
Yes, indeed.
Had fun.
Spontaneous.
Yes.
No scripts.
Nope. Can't wait to come back.
All right.